Hey guys, Jay Cook here. Sorry I had to cut that up so short. I was running out of time. But I went ahead and I did for what's been released so far, the 130,000 terabacryls. So if you go ahead and times that by 27, because one bacryl, or 1 terabacryl equals 27 curie. So times that by 27, and you get 3,510,000 curies, or REMs, that have been released so far. So, I don't know. That's a lot. So, these are the real numbers. I don't think you're going to find these numbers anywhere else. So, and these were sent directly to me, and a lot of people are freaked out. So, I mean, just look at this. That makes 207 curies per hour, and just look at this. This is ridiculous. And they're not telling anybody about this. This is beyond ridiculous, guys. So, now, I'm going to try to explain just a little bit why they raised it to a level 7. I'm going to try to do it pretty quick. My battery's dying on my phone, so I'm not going to talk too much. But there's a difference between Chernobyl and Fukushima. Some of you might know this, some of you might not, but I'm just going to add this in there anyways. And some people think that by raising it to a level 7, it's going to be just like Chernobyl. No, in fact, it's not. They're actually different. Chernobyl, the graphite is what burned and caused the fire, which caused the explosion. Okay, that's completely different than the Fukushima. The Fukushima is the radiation that's leaking out is the same as Chernobyl. So there's no explosion yet, but the radioactive levels are extremely high, and that's why they've raised it to a level 7. And for them to raise it to a level 7, they're scared. I guarantee it. Just from working in the fuel pools myself and working at a lot of the nuclear plants myself and seeing what goes on and knowing what I do know and the experience that I've had, even for them to have a level 5, they are, excuse my language, they are shitting in their pants. I guarantee it. They are running around with their, like chickens with their heads cut off because they have no clue what to do. They are trying to, they're doing everything that they possibly can. They're just trying everything. There's no plan. There's no set goal or set job scope. It's, here, let's try this and see if it works. Okay, that didn't work. Let's try this. Anybody else got any ideas? Let's try a Cracker Jack box. Let's see what they've got. Let's try that idea. You know, let's throw some seawater in there, see what that happens. So just from looking at the damage and looking at everything else, and from them sending me the invite or the exclusive to go over and work over there with my experience and even with my diving experience to remove a lot of the debris that's in the ports and in the channels and in the fuel pools, I won't do it. I absolutely refused with how high these levels are. Yeah, the money would have been great, but what good is money if you can't spend it if you're dead? So, and that's how I looked at it. I mean, I feel bad, like I feel horribly and morally bad that I didn't go over there to help them out because, you know, they're in such dire need. But I have a son here, and I would love to see him, you know, grow up. So that's why one of the reasons I refused. And the equipment that they're using is not the greatest, and their protection level is not the greatest from what I've seen so far. And I pray, literally, I pray for everybody over there, honestly. And they've got a really, really long, hard road ahead of them. And I wish them all the best. And for those zones that I've mentioned before, for how high these levels are, there's no containment that you can have. There's no protective equipment or clothing that you can have that will keep this out, no matter what. Even if it does, it's still going to seep through, and you're still going to get it, and you're still going to have long-term effects. But the people within these areas, they have no clue. They really don't. And pretty much now, they're going to sit and I hate to say this, this really bothers me. They're basically sitting and waiting to die. Even if they don't know it, they're dying from the inside. It may not show up right away from these other outside areas, but the ones that are on the inside that are still there, I can't imagine what they're going through right now. It's unbelievable. It's unreal. So my heart does go out to them, and I do pray for them, and everybody else should pray for them too, because this is going to take a long time. It's going to be decades before any of this is, right again. So I don't care if they say, oh, it's going to take a week, it's going to take a month, we'll have it all cleaned up. That's complete crap. It's going to take so long for this to clean up, and it may not even be cleaned up anytime soon, in our lifetime even. So, because I know from one of the nuclear plants that I've been at, they've got, and it's an old plant, and they've got, or they had, radioactive material that they buried, like they used to do, in containers and whatever, and it seeped out because they didn't know any different. And now that ground for, we'll say, 100-mile radius is completely contaminated, and it still is, and it will be for years and years and years to come. And this was, 20, 30, 40 years ago that they found this out. So you can just see the level of extent and the length this is going to take. So my heart and my prayers go out to these guys. I ask you guys to pray for them too, and just, keep them in your hearts. So this is the end of this video, guys. I thank you for watching. I hope this helps you out a lot. I know I was trying to talk quite fast because I'm on limited time, so I hope this helps. And I gave you, now this is a really good breakdown now when they're saying Batgirls and everything. So now you guys know these are the true levels. These are actually what have come out. So, the government's telling you that the levels are extremely low. That's complete lie. These are the levels. These are the true levels that have come out that aren't being reported, that haven't been reported. And I felt I needed to get these to you guys. And sorry it took me so long, but this is something you guys have to know. So now there's absolutely no doubt, and there should be no doubt in anybody's mind about the levels of radioactivity that are in the United States. They're not low, people. They're not low. They're high. I would say mid to high, at least. And that really hurts me to say, but I hope this brings a light to you guys. And now it leaves no doubt in my mind whatsoever. And the tests that I've done here already and found some of the levels, so this should leave no doubt in anybody's mind now. God bless, guys, and let's hope nothing else happens over there. For our sake and for our children. God bless, guys.